Okay, so we have this nice sign-in form set up, but it doesn't do anything yet. So if we go to login.view, we'll set up a login function. Const login equals arrow function form.post / login, and we'll call this function in the form tag at submit.prevent equals login, and in the button we'll say type equals submit. But this form doesn't refer to this form. It refers to an inertia form, which we'll set up now. So const form equals use form. And we have to import use form here. And the two inputs that we're going to post are email and password. So these are the default values that show when the user loads the page. And we'll add vModels to connect these to our inputs. vModel equals form.email and vModel equals form.password. Save that. But this isn't going to do anything yet. We need to set up the route for it. So we're going to make a post route. And we're going to use that login controller again, but this time we'll use the store function. So now we'll set up the store function. So we have to add the request here. And for authentication, we have to import a couple things. So we use auth and validation exception. And we say if not auth attempt request validate email required string email. So it's going to check and make sure that the email address entered exists, that it's a string, and that it's in the email format. And password is required, and it's also a string. And we say comma true. So if all that isn't true, we're going to throw validation exception with messages, email, incorrect username or password. And then we say request, session, regenerate, and if it's successful, we'll return redirect to our home route. Save that. So if we go to our database and go to sessions, select data, we'll see a session there. Now if we try to sign in, remember in our database seeder, we have a couple of users there. So we'll try to log in using test@example.com. And the password is password. Sign in. So it seems to have done something. It's returned us to our home page. If we go to our sessions and refresh, the session has changed. Now if you're having any problems at all, you can migrate fresh to get it to log out. --seed, and that will log you out right now because we don't have the logout function working. Okay, but for now it seems to be working. We'd like it once we're logged in to say something like welcome user instead of sign in. So we have to get it to share the signed in user's information. So for that we'll go to middleware and handle Inertia requests. And here at public function share, I'm just going to paste this all in. This came from Peter Jura's course on making an authentication system. So save that. And let's change it here. So if we go to header.view, we're going to get the user data. Const user equals computed arrow function use page dot props.user, and we have to import use page and computed. Now we can use this user data, and we'll say div vif equals user, and we'll say hello username, add a couple spaces, and we'll also say sign out. And this here we'll put into a div velse. So if there's no user, it'll show this part. And we'll save that. And let's refresh. And look, it says hello test user. And if you recall, test user was the name we gave it. Test user, so that's the name. Hello test user. And it also says sign out now too, which isn't working yet, but we'll get it working. Now, one little thing, we shouldn't still be able to access the sign in page if we're signed in. If we hit login, it should automatically redirect us somewhere else if we're logged in. So to fix this, we'll go to the controller, and in the place where it renders the login page, we'll first get it to check if there is a user. So if auth check, and we'll say return redirect to /. Save that and we'll test it out. We'll refresh the login. We're still logged in. Refresh. And it doesn't let us stay at login. Try it again. /login. Oh, it won't let us go to the login page anymore. It just takes us to the home page. Alright, so sign in is working. In the next video, we'll get it to log out, which is really quick in comparison to this. See you in the next one.